Hey guys, Luna here, and welcome back to Pesterquest. Last we left off, we just made friends with Solix, sweet as honey. So you and Solix enjoyed some well-needed AFK time. And now we are going to go for fishing for compliments, befriending Edrian, which for he's right near the bottom. There's trigger wordings for this is violence, guns, classism, death, and vomit. So, and as always, there is adult language, violence, and innuendos as a general rule. So let's get into it, shall we? Oh, look at me, we're really making our way through this. There's only 6 left. Volume 10, Route 1. Fight me, fuckboy. Looks like you're back on the beach, prowling like you've looking for lost coins and trash for the metal detector, except you're looking for friends and people whose lives you can make a little better with your reality warping powers. Come to think of it, maybe you should be looking for lost coins. Well, you're not exactly made of money right now, to say the least. You look up to see a fishy dude sitting sadly on the shore. Not fishy in the sense that he's suspicious, but in the sense he literally has fins on his face. Although he definitely has a little fishy in the other sense too. For a few seconds, he heaves an exaggerated sigh and turns his head in your direction. It seems his brooding has been paused momentarily. Hey, you over there? Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one looking around to see if there's anyone else I'm talking to when you're literally the only other person around for miles. Yes, thank you for pointing to yourself. Are you that alien friend slot everyone keeps talking about? Friend slot? Wow, tell that guy that yes, you are the friend sluts. It's you, that's basically exactly what you are. It's what you do, slut for friends. You ask him who called you that in the first place, you're going to need to thank them for giving you such apt terminology with which to describe yourself. Was it Solix? You bet a lot of money that it was Solix. No, I wasn't fucking Solix. God. Jeez, you're a really hyperactive little bludge muncher, aren't you? No, that was something I came up with myself. After hearing everyone talk about you and shower with praise on Trollarian. I am Adrian, by the way. I am very rich and very important around here. And by that I mean on this planet. Wow, you see, you sincerely thank Adrian for his nicknaming services. Something tells you that this guy might actually kinda suck, though. God, I suck. When Morale and my me both spontaneously realized how much of an ungrateful piece of troll garbage I am recently, and they dumped the hell out of me, ripped my damn heart like it was part of a grisly offering to the gods. Edrian turns a dramatic eye to the ocean. Oh, it's time for a feelings jam. Fuck yeah! You can't believe your luck in running one of the motherfucking on this planet desperate enough to just tell a complete stranger all his troubles. It's giving you the perfect ammo which to perceive his heart with, like, the power of friendship or something. So I'm like going through a lot of the moment because honestly at this point I'm feeling pretty worthless. Nobody wants to deal with me or date me or hate me. Nobody's gonna put up with my unending tidal wave of bullshit, so what's even the point anymore? Nobody wants to be my friend and I don't blame them. That's not true, you say? No, you want to scream out so loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. There's definitely something wrong with you. Are you just going to stare at me like that? Listen, I don't do this shit for free. Open up in front of other people I've never met, I mean. I pay good money for this shit. A good melodrama, a pour-in wallowing from yours truly usually costs a fucking premium. Oh, what? Yeah, woe is me, etc, etc. Listen, are you going to give me the cash or what? This guy can't be fucking serious. Why is someone this rich asking you for money? Look, the guy can have hobbies, okay? Because that means taking money from poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. You understand, right? Awesome, please pay me for listening to my problems. You're starting to get the idea of why people might have gotten sick of this guy to dump him without remorse. Calmly, you let Adrian that you are, simply put, broke as hell. Well, that ain't my problem. Tell you what, if you can't compensate me with cash, perhaps you can find an alternative method of payment. Oh god, no. No, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about anything dirty or heinous or anything. Give me a little bit of fucking credit. Listen, I'm still messed up over Ify and Virus breaking my heart as carelessly as a pearl beast knocks over a wine glass, shattering it into a million pieces. If you couldn't tell by my beach gazing, I am very lonely. What I want for you is to accompany me on a little friendly outing. Oh, is that all? Because honestly, you would have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part, much less actual emotional extortion. This guy might even be more desperate for friendship than you are at your worst. But you say sure, you're absolutely down to do anything with him. Really? That's awesome. Adrian tries to crack a light smile and fails. Well, I think I'll let you decide what we should do together on our little friend date. After all, you're the expert in this, so I'll go anywhere you think of. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here. Oh, damn, really? You haven't been this overwhelmed with choices ever. You can't even choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard. That's okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. We have to narrow it down, but you certainly have more options than usual. Or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go? You decide? Oh god, okay, save. You have so many different options. Start from the top and work our way down. You're not sure where to go. What do you think, Adrian? I already told you. I want to go wherever you want to go. God damn it, you're hoping he'd at least pick up your lack of clarity on the best decision. Does he really not have anywhere in particular he wants to go? Well, surely it doesn't matter what you pick if he's being so insistent on letting you choose. Stolen Art Museum. So that is where you want to go. That's fine, I guess. Adrian frowns and morphs into a bigger frown. It's clearly not fine for him. Listen, forget this whole thing. Actually, I think that maybe we just aren't meant to be friends, given that you couldn't anticipate my needs when you clearly made your decision so carelessly. What the fuck? You thought he was insisting on doing what you wanted. You were completely fine letting him... God damn it, he's leaving already. Before you said anything, you stopped paying attention for one freaking text box, and this is what happens. He's moping his way across the beach, away from you, like a mongoose tool. Maybe it's for the best. He was giving off some soft zebra vibes, if you're being honest. For once, you don't feel so much regret for leaving a guy off your friend list. Game over. Okay, I'm gonna continue. There's 2 secret achievements for free, but not for him, so let's stay at this beach. So that's where you want to go. That's fine. Okay, so this is the first one. Yes! Hell yes! Oh fucking yes, that you know what is up. We are totally fucking in sync. You're not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. No, I see. I already have movie tickets. I had them for like a month. I was planning to go in a few minutes from now anyways. So clearly we were destined to go together as lifelong fucking pals. Because you knew exactly what we were always going to do. So I'm gonna just quickly save here before continuing. And then I'm gonna load. Just see the teleport to Orth. Okay, I'm just quickly going through the anime store. And find a graveyard. Okay, so yeah, they're just all bad endings. I'm curious of if I do this multiple times. Okay, so it doesn't matter because it's just going to be an endless loop. So, load back to here. Hey, sorry, he had movie tickets this whole time? Why didn't he say so? Oh, you know. you don't. You're a little miffed that he was just expecting you to know that what he wanted the whole time, but you're not letting it get to you. Moving on, let us get the show on the fucking road. I'm calling up the airship right now, and we can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet's renowned classic known as Shrek 2. What you say? Your eyes went a little, and your body instinctively makes a spit-take motion. You're sorry. Shrek 2? Classic? Finally, someone speaking your frickin' language. I don't think it's probably an iconic masterpiece, but whatever you say text box me, that... Suddenly a hazy memory pops into your head of Shrek and Edrian standing side by side in the desert, surrounded by the black void of a cracked sky, and just as quickly as it pops into your head, it disappears. Oh boy, what the fuck is that? In your mind playing tricks on you? Why was Adrian smiling just then? You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. The vision was just so out of place. Where is this? Oh, this is the airship. This is so out of place that it was not for Edrian. You would start thinking that none of your vague past memories are real. In fact, it almost makes you doubt that any of what you've been experiencing is real. And yet, it strikes you as very familiar. Is there something else you forgot somehow? You focus on your surroundings. Suddenly, you're on an airship deck, and Edrian is rocking in front of you toward the bridge of the ship. Holy fuck, this airship is huge, you say. Also, when did we get here? Huh? You walked on it like any bipedal quadrupedal or sepedal alien would. What are you talking about? Sorry, Shrekker's making you disassociate. Okay, fine, fuck out. Just say it again. Welcome to my airship to Amora. It's practically my second or third home, and basically it's fucking incredible in every conceivable way. No kidding, this airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it, buildings and all. Hell, looks like it could even fit at least 3 more conventional, less airborne ships on it. You'd probably get tired walking from end to end on the damn thing if you couldn't teleport. Ooh, I love some of these outfits over here. I think this far left one's my personal favorites. You and Adrian mosey on over to the dressing room of the airship. The outfit is filled with a surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various capes to casual t-shirts to flop cosplay to... Well, there's a ton of shit in here. There's a pile of ornate sticks in a corner too. You wonder... Don't touch the wand pile, by the way. They don't do anything, since magic is fake as shit after all. You resist the urge to laugh in his face. Of course magic's real. Those are all just confiscations that I confiscated from the unscrupulous lowbloods in a store with my many stacks of cash given to the owner. Definitely not something I like having here. Right. Your eyes wander a little bit more around the room, and besides the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, angsting ensemble, really? You see lots of really fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. You kind of want to put one on. It's about time to add another fan art jittering attire to your wardrobe. Hell no, those dresses are mine. Wait, really? You're a little surprised. You knew he had a sense of fashion, but you didn't know that his taste was so good. The dresses look so pristine. You ask him if he ever put them on himself before, or if he just keeps them here to look nice. Of course I put them on before. Just, they're private use only, you know. And before you get the wrong idea, no, I'm not like thinking about my gender or anything like that. When I put them on, they just feel nice and breezy and shit. I mean, let's be real. Gender is more or less fake as hell mess that puts unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. It's just arbitrary, you know what I'm saying? To nobody's practical benefit, I might add. And it's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth, even back a long time ago. The point is the concept that gender is a strict binary isn't archaic. It's just flat out wrong. And I think it's honestly really kind of fucked up. Especially since people who go out and say it's stone set immutable fucking law are just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt his superiority. There's something in Adrian's voice that makes it clear he spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. something that he's recounting it all that makes you think he didn't learn this stuff to impress people or appear woke, as the kids say. Or for any reason besides the subject factoring into his personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad. Anyways, let's talk about the hemo spectrum. Anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash that probably doesn't deserve the horrid life they live, which is why I've planned so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship and spent so much time sniping leagues in the air and shooting holes in the low blood feet. That'll show them to have less satisfactory essence coursing through their veins. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. You quickly reassure Edrian that you didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures. No, you just puked on your guts out for some other completely different reason. It's probably just something in the air that smelled. Something probably full of shit, yeah. Whatever you say, I guess. You decide to hit the conversational go back button and challenge Adrian on the much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? What, are you kidding? I'm not an ally. I haven't fucking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know if you noticed from my whole quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. It's like I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically under Adrian and Poor in their hand. But I know them, which isn't too big a deal because violent bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but I suck, and I bet half of this whole planet knows it. To the extent, like, if I openly support something like the desegregation of gender non-conforming trolls of any extinction groups would hate me, and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all. I am not going to be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh, you really didn't think about it like that? Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Adrian thinks, right? At this point, I'm used to being hated, comfortable with it even. At least it means someone's thinking about me. There is a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Anyways, let's talk about something else. Like Solix. Do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double blood, or not just curious? What? Fuck it, I'll just ask him myself. Before you can say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy asshole to one of his friends and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Adrian whips out his palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision. For fuck's sake, this better not be about your ex again. Didn't I tell you 1,000,000 times to stop talking to me already? First of all, don't rub it in about the piss blood. I can come to your house and put a bullet through your skull. Second of all, no, I'm not here to ask something. Second of all, no, I'm here to ask about something else. Do you have a fucking double bulge? Wow, what the fuck? You kind of hate this conversation. You look at Adrian and you get the feeling that despite insinuating it, he kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically. I've heard the rumors, pal. First off, not your pal. Second off, what makes you think I don't have a triple blood? Fuck off. Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple sweeps at least. It's way too fucking funny to do that. You're way too goddamn lame. Why do I even talk to you? You should be fucking ecstatic that I graced you with my ever since goddamn phone presence. You mean palm husk? What the fuck? Whatever, dude. What the fuck ever, dude. Pranking because literally irresistible, aren't you? Fuck you. Ever since the apocalypse got fucking cancelled, you turned into this completely moronic e-boy, and it's driving me out of my goddamn mind. I know, do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you're just mad because you got hooked by me super hard. What? Yeah, I've basically been making out with FM for the last 30 minutes now. What? Hey, Silix, who are you? Entitled sub. Put Effie on the phone, you quadruple horn dick shitter. Oh, are you finally making fish puns? I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now, yeah. Listen, you stupid motherfucker, next time I see you, I will kill you. Really now, are you really murderous tonight, or are you just trying to get your daily negging in on me? Listen, how about we settle this whole ass mess now? I'm gonna head over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumbass over there and fight me, fuckboy. You hear a beep from the phone. Solix hangs up. Edrian's face softens from an expression of rage and anger into one of tranquility and calm before he starts to laugh a little. Holy shit, this a date I'm going on? Wow. You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he's ecstatic at the moment. Somehow, he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solix. It was like he was almost playing up his awfulness. He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solix when he gets here. A lot of sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative, like what a wrestler says when they have fictional beef. You decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Some time passes and you make your way up to the airship deck with Edrian, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile, or at least the closest expression you've seen to him having one. Solix hovers in front of you, a couple dozen feet above. Oh no, he sees me. You look up at him, his frown contorted to something more of an aching snarl, and red and blue angry starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Remember when I asked you to stop calling me? What? I asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and too many other things. You haven't listened. So I decided I'm going to cut you out of my life, one way or another. Understand? Oh, yeah. Easy gonna kill him. You look at Adrian, who looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Solix above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance. You have a feeling this was more than he bargained for. You look down to the ground and reflectively brace yourself for impact. You feel a combat psionics before with Andreas, and she gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did too. You hear a much louder crackle this time, and you look up back to Solix, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. His glowing red and blue lightning still energizes into existence inches away from his eyes. You feel the shockwaves of his pure psionic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solix. Come on now, is this all you fucking got? Something about Adria's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims right at Solix with a completely unworded confidence. Solix's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out, and you hit the deck, stomach to the floor, knees to the ground, ass in the air. There's pretty much no way you can stop this. Solix shoots fucking lazy beams out of his eyes, and Adrian returns the favor with his own gun laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clasp ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from view. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spitting wildly through the air in front of you, toward Adrian, using smoke cover. Adrian blasts most of it away, but the largest lodges itself right into the barrel of the gun. As if to say, nothing personal, jackass. Solix flies from behind, swiftly jock-kicking Adrian into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter? With When Adrian crashes through the other side, he collapses covered in scrapes and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected. Nothing personal, jackass. By the time Adrian gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Solix has disappeared from both of your fields of view. Where the hell did he? You hear literal tons of rock tumbling from below. You look down and see nothing. You look left, right, and behind you, all around. Upwards, he's above you. Pointing upward, levitating some kind of humongous... Is that a fucking shopping mall? Did Solix bring a fucking mall to a gunfight? Wait, the mall! It's that mall! The one in the Eridan tie line. Eridan pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet society and bleak into a world that's even the slightest bit less bleak. You could lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help die then. Now it'd be easy to. Fulfilling that one request is impossible yet again. It's so frustrating. You couldn't save Janya. You couldn't save anyone. Maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe just you've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive, and it collides with the ship from that high above. Oh, fuck, you have to get out of here. Oh no. Gotta give you credit here, Solo. Nobody's ever tried to maul me with something so fucking big. What the fuck do you mean, maul you? What does that even mean, maul? It's a verb. Oh, hold on. Okay, say, we're thinking of two different words that sound the same. Wait. I literally got that. Solix flings the thankfully abandoned mall directly at Adrian, which, with what must be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Okay, fuck, it's now or never. You have to get off the ship now. Adrian might be durable enough to survive getting drop-kicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple scratches, but you're fragile. You'll probably die with tripping on the stairs wrong. But even then, there's no way Adrian's getting off this unscathed. Maybe you just have to save him. What should you do? Save. Get in there and save Adrian. You can't just sit there and let someone like Adrian, get sandwiched in between a massive airship and an entire fucking mall. You got this. You're about to jump in like a fucking action hero and save Adrian. What is there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in and out. Alright, step 1, teleport in. You zap in front of Adrian and then he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay, ow? Adrian clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using his gun blast as propulsion. Fuck, he already had an escape plan and Jesus fuck, that hurt your arm, or what's left of it, feels like it got plunged into the fucking sun. Why did nobody tell me that sudden laser beam amputation hurt this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of here. You can't even bring yourself to focus on Solix yelling, fuck, 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 as the titanic shopping structure hurtles towards you. You try to steady your breathing, calm down, and try to focus on the reality around you. Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you, and neither does the unflappable march of gravity, and the sheer force of the mall crunches you to death. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you find two boys surrounded by the rubble of the crash site, shaken at the fatal consequence of their spats. Game over. And now, it's too dangerous. Get him off the ship without him. Fuck it, he'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help right now, it's something a little deeper in his soul than the fact he's being attacked by a building. Try to think of somewhere to go. Zap! Anywhere! While you do this, you notice Adrian fire blasts toward the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. You, meanwhile, you need to get out of there as fast as your mind can take you. So you close your eyes, zap away, and feel your surroundings change. You find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the site of the airship crash. You take solace in the fact that Solix was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send the ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There's sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Standing in front of all of it is Solix. You frantically zap your way toward him and ask him if he and Adrian are right. Well, that's how I guide not to ask people how the shape of their moles. Yeah, we're both fine. He's not dead. Oh, thank God. For the record, I haven't actually made out with FA or anything yet. That was just to rile him up. Yes, Solus, what Adrian did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him. First off, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. I would know he was about to die anyways. Second of all, this asswipe calls me ass crackle clock and either spouts some high blood superiority or garbage. He doesn't even believe or complains about his love life. Basically every fucking day. Jeez. That sucks. So what you're saying is just throwing them all at Adrian was just to send a message? Pretty much. You know, not long ago, he actually tried to pay me a lot of money to wiretap FF just to see if she ever talked about him. Oh, jeez, yikes. Naturally, I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy, not to mention skeevy as fuck. I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got to talking in the first place. But enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole French shtick, but he's not your responsibility, nor mine. Maybe Solix is right. Maybe it's not your job as friend to make Adrian feel better, or fix his problems, or set him on the right track. That's probably why he's morally, why everyone gets sick of him. But you're supposed to do something here for everyone. You can feel it. You're supposed to smear his huge ass all over Destiny and say, eat my ass, Destiny, all these kids will get the chance at good lives. Level, you sure this isn't just some kind of hero complex? Maybe, probably. Yes, I am tired as heck and I don't know why. Maybe it's just the voice. You just wish Adrian could be a little bit less of a tool bag. Is that too much to ask? Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know. Maybe not, but this doesn't change what you're going to try and do. You got a lot to say to Adrian. You wave Solix goodbye and make your way around the field of... It only takes you a few minutes to find Adrian, sitting on some rocks. Ugh, fucking, that hurt like hell. He's alive? Of course I'm alive. You think I'll just die because I got some building thrown at me? Ugh. Actually, if I didn't blast myself out the way, I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Solix probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'll do that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that leads to a decent Calignusis relationship. I was actually pretty close to biting the dust here, huh? Hey, do you ever think to yourself... Excuse me. Do you ever think to yourself that you have all the power you could ever want or need, and every whim catered to with ease, and that even despite all your happy moments are as fake as magic is, maybe even more fake? There's no way I'm doing something wrong here. After all this, I can only wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself to fail, right? You ask Adrian if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can handle it. Listen, I'm not going to be in any more pain than I am in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times. Also, getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle the fucking truth, so just give it to me. In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their station in life through no work of their own, who's placed in all his stock into their social lives. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him and rejected all the others. But What has done that for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing that society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not even in the same way it has hurt other friends. But not even trolls on top of the heap are immune to Arteria's brand of poison. He is a 6-sweep-old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who how do you know he's 6 sweeps? Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn all away his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who decided, maybe this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time. So you tell Adrian to get up from his throne of wreckage of his sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance with him the way Solix has. Then maybe he can tear all the false hopes that comforted him throughout the sweeps. Am I? Okay, that isn't surprisingly deep-cutting and helpful of Rory's reflection, but there's no way I'm going to remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something. Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely going to be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to have to ruminate on all of this for a while. I think I'm tired of feeling so awful all the time. I just don't know where to even begin with myself. I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from me. Fair point. It's definitely going to be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force-feed the guy a redemption arc in a span of today. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck a year from now. But even the shitties can change a lot with a good push in the right direction. Hey, thanks for sticking by me. Even only for today. Of course, you tell Adrian. What else are friends for? Besides, your day with him isn't over. Wait, what do you mean by that? After all this, you still want to spend time with me? Absolutely. You take Adrian's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch. This is good. And there's little, I can't even tell what the little things are here. But with that, we're going to end this here. I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your lives. And may the stars forever guide your path wherever it might lead you into the future. Bye-bye, everybody.